Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be reviewing some new setting powders that have recently came out. So this one is the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder, and then this one is the Tarte. Okay, I guess I should read the actual names. Okay, so let's back up. So this one is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal. Oh my god. I don't know. Ethereal setting powder. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's okay. And then this one is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Filtered Light Setting Powder. Pretty sure that these setting powders came out around the same time and they're around the same price. So I wanted to do like a setting powder showdown and do one on this side of my face and then the other one. So all I've done is my eyes. So we're going to go ahead and do foundation, concealer, cream contour, and then set my face using these palettes right here and test them out, and then we'll find out if they're flashback approved, if they're black girl friendly, you know, all that good stuff. So if you guys want to see my review on these setting powders, and just keep on watching the video. So for primer, I use the Smashbox photo finish primerizer. So basically it's a primer and a moisturizer in one. I have been using it. I don't know if I like it yet. I don't know. It's not really doing too much for me right now, but I'll keep using it and see if I like it, and then I'll let you guys know. Foundation today, we're going to be using the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Illuminating Foundation. This one is in the shade Tan, and I did do a first impressions on this foundation like a long time ago, girl. Like, I don't know, I think it was like my 5th video or something like that, but this foundation is bomb and I still use it, and it's full coverage and it's everything. So I'm just gonna dunk some out onto this little makeup palette and apply this on my face. I got this flat top brush from Amazon and it came in like a set for like 10 bucks, y'all. So Amazon has good brushes if you're ever wondering. For concealer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Pro Glow Concealer. This is everything to me. I know when I did the first impressions on it, I was like, I don't know if I like it yet. I was like, it's okay, but it's not anything fascinating. But the trick to getting this concealer to work for you is to let it dry. Like, not super dry to the point where you can't blend it, girl, but like dry. That way it's a lot more coverage. This one is in the shade Sand Beige. So I'm just going to apply this under my eyes. So while I'm letting that concealer dry, I'm going to go ahead and cream contour, and I'm going to be using the Kim K contour kit. And I have been using this, guys. I do really like it. I'm in the shade Dark. I really like that shade best. And I'm using the darkest one on the contour and just blending it out. I did a full review on this contour kit, my first impressions. I'll link it down below so you guys can watch it. But everyone is saying it's crap, but like I personally don't feel like it's crap. Like, the contour stick is lit, the highlight is trash, and the brush and sponge little thing is trash. But the contour kit, like the actual contour stick or whatever, is really good and it blends out good. So, you know, that's just my opinion. Yeah, everyone keeps coming for my girl Kim K and I'm not here for it. Now that that is blended out, I'm going to go ahead and blend out my concealer. I'm just using like a little eyeshadow brush and just making sure to take the concealer all the way up under the eye. That way it, like, you know, gives that effect, whatever that's called, the wing effect for the eyeshadow. Just to be extra, I'm going to take the highlight stick from the Kim K line or whatever, and I'm taking the matte highlight side and I'm going under my contour and just carving it out. And I've been doing this lately and like it looks so good in pictures, girl. Like, I love it. And then just to make sure everything is like blended and blending into the skin, I just like to take a foundation brush, just go over everything and just tap it out. That way it looks as natural as possible. This is what the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder looks like. It is super, super pretty. It is part of the Born This Way collection, obviously. So the foundation and the Born This Way concealer all look just like this, like far as packaging goes. This is what the actual container looks like. It's so freaking pretty. Like, oh my god, it's beautiful. Like, I love this. So the Too Faced powder was $32 and you get 17 grams of product, so I guess that's normal. I don't know, but it was $32, so it's definitely a high-end setting powder. And the cool thing about the Too Faced setting powder is that it has a little opening with that like container lid or whatever on it, so I guess that way it like the powder doesn't get everywhere. I mean, I guess that's pretty cool. It's a little bit different than what other powders have. On the other hand, this is what the Tarte setting powder looks like. It is super, super pretty. Again, this is a part of their Rainforest of the Sea collection. So they have a foundation and a concealer inside the same collection. So they all have this pretty, pretty blue packaging. This one was $34 and you get 10 grams of product. It's definitely more expensive than the Too Faced one. However, you get like a substantial amount less than if you were to purchase a Too Faced setting powder. So just keep that in mind. If you guys want to buy, you know, your setting powder based off grams, just know that Tarte is jipping people out of their setting powders. Just saying. This is what the setting powder looks like. So it just has a blue top and then the setting powder is obviously inside. So that's it. It's super plain compared to what the Too Faced container looks like. So I'm going in with the same damp sponge that we used for the concealer and I'm tapping into the Tarte setting powder and I'm just going to apply this under my eyes. So I flipped the sponge over and now I'm going to be using the Too Faced setting powder and I'm going straight under my eyes. Alright, so right off the back, I do think that the Too Faced one is a little bit brighter, but that could go away as soon as we wipe it away. But I will say that I do appreciate them having kind of a vanilla undertone because usually those kind of powders do not cause flashback. So mainly these stark white translucent powders are the ones that cause flashback, but both of these have a tint to it. So I do think that that is really, really good, you know, for us darker skin tone girls. I'm going to go in with the Tarte setting powder first and go straight under here. Okay, and then flipping it over, I'm going to go into the Too Faced setting powder. And this is just going to help chisel out that contour even more. Alright, so it's been like 2 minutes. I feel like that's enough. We don't have all day to be letting this setting powder bake. But I'm just going to wipe away the setting powder and just kind of like making sure to focus it on this side of my face, like setting the rest of my face. Okay, so looking at my face, they both look pretty good. Like my face is nice and set. I will say that the Too Faced one is a little bit brighter, like very slightly, but I definitely can tell. I think that might be because it has like glowing, luminizing, whatever properties in it, so it makes it like brighter, I guess. But both sides look pretty good. I just noticed that Too Faced one is a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back, take some pictures, and let you guys know my final thoughts on the setting powders. Alright guys, so we're finally done with my makeup. I feel like I've been doing it for hours. But anyways, I got my lip on, I have my highlight and everything on, and I went ahead and took some pictures, and y'all, it was flashback central. So keep in mind though, I do have a full video on how to avoid flashback. I'll link that down below so you guys can understand where I'm coming from. But flashback is kind of like a hit or miss type of thing. So I feel like if you put a bunch of powder on your face, a bunch of setting powder on your face, it's gonna cause flashback. Like, it's just the way it is. So I do feel like even though both of these powders gave me flashback, I feel like I could manipulate them to not give me flashback. So I'm definitely still going to be using these powders because they did set my face really well. Tarte setting powder was like, boom, flashback. Like, girl, like, it was bad. It's bad. Now, the Too Faced one, it did not give as bad flashback. I would say it's just kind of like a more dramatic highlighted look. You see what I'm saying? Alright, I'm going to try to insert the pictures in here so you guys can see them like up close, but let me just show you on my phone. That side of my face is the one with the Tarte setting powder, and as you guys can see, it is like boom, setting powder in your face, flashback. And let me show you like the Too Faced side, which wasn't as bad, but it was still there. Okay. This right here is the Too Faced side. So as you guys can see, it's not as bad. However, you still can, and I'm surprised too because both of them had such a vanilla undertone to it. So usually it's like the super translucent, like bright white powders that are flashbacks. For my favorite setting powder right now is the LA Girl Pro powder in the yellow banana shade, and I apply a ton of that and it still gives me no flashback. So I'm a little disappointed in these right here because I didn't realize that they would have flashback like that. Like, dang. So just keep that in mind, that if you want to purchase these, that if you are like my skin tone or darker, they definitely can give you flashback. And then also I feel like if you are lighter than me, that these might not work for you as a brightening setting powder just because they do have a tint to them, if you know what I mean. And the tint does not necessarily go away. Like, it will tint your concealer underneath, if that makes sense. So that is really my final thoughts on this powder. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what other products you guys would like for me to try out. I would love to know. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.